I just want to say, in case you are my friend and you are watching this, you personally know that I have the confidence of like an alpha male, okay? I have the audacity. Take it or leave it because this is controversial. Don't hire your friends. Some things are better not worked through. Hi everyone. My name is Mithuna, and if you've been following me throughout the past many years that I've been making YouTube videos, you would know that I am a film student and I directed a short film called Dead Wrong. I'm quite happy with it because I feel like it's my first proper large scale production instead of just a group of friends making a film. So through this experience, I just want to say that I have gathered a lot of mistakes that I made. So in case my juniors are watching this, you can use this as your advice, okay? Here is what not to do when you're making your first short film. I hate hearing this phrase. I feel like I'm going insane whenever I hear my lecturers say, show don't tell. The thing is, even though it's drilled into our head, right, you would not know how to execute it unless you've actually made a film. If you want to be prepared, you should gain more experience. So yeah, when you're storyboarding it, right, you cannot storyboard emotions. You need to storyboard an action that correlates with the emotion. Personally, I feel like I've done it quite alright. I just think that if I had more practice, I wouldn't be... I think it would just be better, you know? So many people overlook the visibility of an action. People don't know how to materialize an emotion. So try to do it in a tasteful way, because I've seen many movies where they try to showcase emotion but it just ends up being rash and like over the top. I know hearing this sentence, show don't tell, makes you want to like throw up. I've seen like many writers and creators, they keep talking about how like instead of show don't tell, you show then you tell. So I guess that's a different way of storytelling where like it's not about materializing an action but rather giving hints or clue to a specific like plot line that you want to do. So make sure you really worship this phrase, over or underestimating budget. So I know many people will say that having more money is better, but I think that if you plan to have a certain amount of money but you get more money, most people will use that money for split it with their group mates or like profit or just go for a dinner. Make sure you have stuff that are optional that you can get once you have enough money. You need to invest everything into your project. Make sure you really know what you want in your film. Neglecting audio. Obviously, if you're like a small production group, student film, please make sure to either hire a sound guy, invest in a sound guy because it'll be so worth it. The problem with my film is that it is like the audio has issues because we used a clip-on mic. So because my actors have complicated clothing and we put mics underneath their clothes, it's going to like ruffle. The sound is gonna ruffle. Please, if you have the money, or just allocate money, include it in your budget to hire a sound guy. Please, they will save your project. My lecturer gave this advice to our group and I really regret not taking it seriously because the sound guys will save your lives. Don't stress out your crew. This is something I've seen my classmates from other groups do. Conflict is normal when you're having like a group project like making a short film, but I'm gonna be so honest with you, production is the most stressful part of like in a short film phase. So if you're a student film production, you need to allocate like 2 or 3 people to be cheerleader. During my film production, I was the cheerleader. All I did was like try to motivate people at like 4 a.m. at night, and I'm the director and I've been the one walking around all day. I've been walking around all day. I just want to say that during the short film, right, that I directed, I lost sensation in my feet for 1 month. I genuinely thought that I'm never gonna feel my feet again. If everyone is getting cranky, learn to like hype them up or like buy food or like take like a 5-minute break. Like I said, during my production we had not arguments but like conflict because of this. And the thing is, right, if you can avoid this, you will avoid lifelong animosity. I'm not joking. I've heard horror stories from people saying that like these two best friends, you know, they're best friends for life. They go into like making a film production together and they stop being friends forever. And I'm like, I'm terrified because my best friend worked with me as a producer. And the thing is, we had an argument. I am the kind of person that's like, I cannot be sad now, because if I'm sad now, I'll be sad for a few days, and I cannot afford to be sad for a few days because the next few days is my work. So I will hold on to this very damaging emotion until like production is over. So that's what I did. Immediately when production was over, I started like churning out all my negative emotions. But yeah, I'm so glad that we talked it through and things were better, you know. I don't know, I'm just genuinely grateful that we are still friends. And I also want to clarify that while making this film, I was acting in another play and I was directing another play. So I was directing something, acting in something, and directing my short film, my final year project. These three things combined, I have never felt more damaged in my life. But this one damaged me in a different way because my friends are involved in this, you know. This is an advice for all. Take it or leave it because this is controversial. I highly suggest not to recruit your friends. If you want to make a short film, don't hire your friends, your close friends. Hire someone you don't know, because if you fight with your best friend, there'll be a lot of drama, there'll be a lot of issues. You guys will just stop being friends forever. Some things are better not known. Some things are better not worked through. Personally, in my group, I had no issue because the only close friend that I have was my producer. I was already friends with my director of photography, and I know that she's capable. But the other people, I've never really like talked or met with them. Like if we ever had a bad argument, I would have no problem not talking to them because we never really talked in the first place. This issue is something I noticed in other groups, because other groups, they recruit their best friends, their friends, everything. And I hear stories from every group saying that they fought with their best friend, and I'm like, oh my god, why? And then I hear horror stories of like, oh, this person doesn't listen to me, and like because they are your best friend, you have expectations of your best friends. If you think that your friends are capable of talking things out, I would still advise not to work on a film with them. This is a very personal lesson that I learned. And in case you guys don't know what a shootboard is, or you're just watching this video for fun, a shootboard is a detailed, shot by shot human reenactment of the film, including the camera angles. It's just like storyboards, but like human, like pictures, you know. What's the difference between storyboard and shootboard? I'm gonna put a few pictures here and that. This is a storyboard and this is a shootboard. I thought that storyboards are enough because I can visualize the story and I can draw it out and I can imagine how it looks like. But when you don't have a shootboard, you cannot see the human logicalities of like a certain action. Like I said, I always thought that storyboarding was enough. It will save me. No, don't trust storyboards. Storyboards are there to just guide you. Shootboards are there to visualize what you want your film to look like. Even though we did do shootboards, I did not take it seriously. And during production, like personally, I had to contemplate the logic of the like certain body movements and camera angles. If I had taken my shootboard seriously, it would have saved me a lot of time during production. That make sure to print it out 1 frame per paper, or like 4 frames on a paper, as long as it's big and you can see it. And during production, make sure you stick it on a wall or something, and then the director or assistant director of photography can just like cut it out once you're done with the shot. Bearing all the load, trusting crew or find people who are trustworthy. Okay, so I have a toxic trait where if I think that you are not capable of doing something, I will do it because I don't want to waste my time explaining it to someone. However, that is a bad thing to do, because if you are single-handedly taking on the task by yourself, it will damage you, it will destroy you. During production, I felt like I had to do everything and nobody initiated to help, which destroyed me even more. Nobody. And like the only person that helped was like my partner, who was my production assistant. And I generally have never been so grateful in my life for a person. Like I said, like I'm very thankful that this is over, man. No hate to my crewmates, okay? They have done things, but it's not enough. I'm just gonna tell this story right now because I don't care. My groupmates, some of them, I asked them to do something. Like, this is past production, by the way. This is post-production, where I'm like, guys, I need you to do a thank you message for our social media. Can you do it by this day? And then I've been reminding them every 2 days. And until now, this is like 4 or 5 weeks after, no, this is like, yeah, after our semester is over. And until now, they haven't done anything. And the thing is, I'm not going to do anything because I have always been the one picking up slack. I'm always the one doing things. I asked them to do merch, like a photo card. And the thing that they showed me was Like, it was okay because I'm the director. You should listen to what I have to say. This is my project. They did not take initiative to do the work, and in the end, me and my producer had to do the work, and then we had to send it out. I'm just grateful that I don't have to see them anymore. I have witnesses during production where everyone was like, wow, Mithuna, you're doing all the work. And I'm like, I know I'm not supposed to be doing all the work. I'm supposed to be directing. And the thing is, right, at the end when I was watching my film, like the whole product, I was like, I didn't direct. I did not direct at all. I was busy chasing after props, chasing after like camera lighting stuff, and then I just said action, cut. But I'm supposed to direct the actors on how to act. This production, nobody made my life easier. Personally, I think it's my fault because I think that if we had planned this better, maybe we would have avoided it. But the thing is, now when I'm reminiscing on it, I remember telling them to do a certain task, and until now they have not done it. If anything, I'm the one doing it, and I'm the one picking up their slack, and I'm the group leader. I'm the director. For the love of God, please have a continuity list. Before this production, I did not know what a continuity list is. The only reason why I knew of this production, like continuity list, is because of the crew camera guys that we hired. Once I figured out what it was, I was like, oh my god, this is so useful. We assigned one of my groupmates to do it, and he did do it. It's just that because we didn't plan enough. Another thing, please plan well. So we, like, our scenes were like not linear, so we were just jumping back and forth within the scene. Our continuity list is there, it's just not complete. Continuity list also helps with like the continuation of like certain shots, camera angles, like hairstyles, clothing. I saw in my own film that my actress, her hair was stuck like this and her hair was let down, so I'm like, okay. But the thing is, this is a student film, so I'm not gonna hate myself too much because this is part of the learning process. And when I talked to my program director lecturer, hi Mr. Jawan, I went to school one day for graduation to celebrate my friend's graduation, and then I saw him, and then he said that he liked my trailer because my trailer is funny. I told him that I'm not convinced of my short film, and he said it's okay, it's like a student short film, so just do your best, and then in the future you can do better things. And honestly, that advice really changed me, and I was very grateful for that kind of advice. So please have mercy on yourself. Never say the forbidden words. What are the forbidden words, Mithuna? So, you know how during stage plays, people don't say the word Macbeth? Why did I say it like that? People don't say the word Macbeth, right? Because it's a curse. Don't ever say the words fix it in post. The reason why we don't say fix it in post is because we put a lot of pressure on editors during post-production. Things that can be fixed during production should be fixed during production, because yeah, I remember one of my camera crew, the same crew guys, right, from earlier, as a joke, they said, fix it in post, and I turned to them like this. What did you just say? Don't say the P word. I am genuinely losing it, guys. I don't care who you are, just never say these words. Like this is one thing I'm forbidding every production from saying. Do not say the words fix it in post. If you really think that it can be fixed in post, never say it out loud. I think it's just a curse. I think it's generally just a curse. Don't rely too heavily on post-production. Your editors will hate you, and then you will blame your editors, and then it's like an ongoing fight between everyone, and everyone's gonna hate everyone. So I wrote here, always suffer during production, it will be worth it. When you suffer in production, it is like a small part of your journey where you know that things are gonna get better later on. So please suffer during production. You're meant to suffer during production. Post-production is supposed to be relatively easier. It will be worth it, trust me. The cringiest like advice, but I promise you it is still a very useful advice. Don't try to be a perfectionist, try to fall in love with the process. The second day of production, in the morning, I woke up and I was sobbing in my bed for like 5 hours. I stayed in bed for 5 hours instead of like get up, go do things, because in the 4 years that I've been directing, that one production made me regret being a director. I said to myself, I regret being a director throughout day 2 and day 3. And throughout during post-production, during editing phase, I was like, I regret being a director. I don't know why I'm a director. And my self-esteem is destroyed. I just want to say, in case you are my friend and you are watching this, you personally know that I have the confidence of like an alpha male, okay? I have the audacity. When we were showcasing our film during our showcase, I was watching the film and I'm like, wow, I'm actually really proud of this. Even though like there's issues with the audio, there's issues with the continuity, the story. Personally, I enjoyed seeing my result come to life, and you will too. If you've had the worst experience, once you see your product come together, you will feel like everything was not just worth it. You wouldn't feel like it's worth it, you'd feel like it's an accumulation of your efforts and it has not got to waste, you know. So please learn to fall in love with the process. Don't be like me where someone destroys your confidence and that's it, you are like done for life. In fact, I would say that this production has personally helped me grow more into social media. So that is everything I did wrong. My film is called Dead Wrong. So bye bye.